Anastasia. Nice to have you here. Can you please tell us more about you? What do you do? Where do you work?
Hi, thank you for inviting me for your podcast. I live in Dubai for the past 9 years, and currently I'm responsible for marketing of Bambar, Chikalab, and Snack Fabric brands. We have products in like healthy nutrition. We have a healthy alternative to all popular sweets, let's say like Kinder Bueno or like Kinder chocolate, like Snickers. So all without sugar. And I'm responsible for omnichannel marketing in this company.
Oh, that's fantastic. So omnichannel marketing, do you ever consider audio advertising as well?
Yes. I see that podcasts especially are quite popular now, and it's very convenient for people, let's say, to listen it in the car or when it's like convenient for them. And definitely I would say for us it would be relevant if it's something about the health, fitness. So absolutely I would consider that.
Yeah, because there's so much F&B can do within the podcasting space, because there are now cooking shows, there are food shows, there are so many relevant audiences that you can reach through different podcasting and different conversations. What are I suppose the fitness and health oriented podcasts would be something you'd be interested in?
I think so, and I believe that currently, we have to be able to reach our customer in different channels. So maybe somebody is on Instagram, somebody is on TikTok, but there is audience which is, yes, as I said, that people find it more convenient to just listen podcasts in the car, or maybe they're doing something at home, and they can just listen it. And I think it has to be naturally integrated as well.
Yeah.
So I believe if I would consider the podcast, let's say, in health and fitness, first of all, I want to make sure that we deliver value with that. So I want to make sure that, let's say, it has to be someone, let's say, person who achieved some success in fitness, or
someone reputable, someone respectful for the work they do.
Someone who can really give good advice to our customer, let's say. Or now our brand is very much about the sugar, yes, and we know that in the UAE, the diabetes is number one disease. So here I would consider, how we can prevent it, and how we can bring the value, how we can educate the customer, and then of course we can speak about our product. But first of all, I would think about the value.
Absolutely. No, I couldn't agree more, because I think the conversation around healthy snacking is so commercialized. I think it's really important to have sort of a community element and more of I hear you and I see you kind of element. And I believe podcasting, as you said, it's such a personal experience and it's such an intimate experience. The way you deliver your message also has to be very So you would say the 3 top things for you opting for podcast advertising for your brand would be the brand suitability, what environment they're in, who it's being associated to, what kind of podcaster, and how you're delivering your message as well, right? Whether it's seamless or not. So that's on point with most of the brands as well. What are the other elements within advertising and omnichannel space that you look at when it comes to delivering the right messaging for healthy snacking? Because we spoke about how commercialized it is. How do you see yourself breaking into it aside from just the regular channels that we see currently?
I see it mostly, as I say, how we can deliver the value, first of all. So there's, let's say, if we take other channels, so it can be about the healthy lifestyle or about the diet, how you can plan your diet, So for me, first of all, it's value for the customer and connection with the customer. So it has to be less commercial, and it has to be more personalized, first of all, has to bring the value.
So you spoke about audio advertising for your brand. Now let's talk about audio for you as a consumer. You told me that you enjoy listening to podcasts, right?
Yes.
What's your favorite way to consume a podcast? Is it through video or audio?
It depends.
What you're doing?
Yeah, it depends what I'm doing. So I love to listen to podcasts when I'm in the car because with the Dubai traffic, podcast is
it's
a great
perfect.
opportunity to spend the time. So of course, for me, I prefer to listen something, let's say, marketing podcast, something from the industry.
Okay.
So and as a woman, let's say, I love podcasts about the relationships, about the psychology.
Yeah.
That's why the podcast which I mentioned earlier, that's
Yeah.
one of the favorites.
Yeah.
And this is the one I would
You
watch.
mentioned Steve Bartlett, right?
Yes. I think
Yeah.
everyone loves
Everyone
him.
does. We had a guest earlier who met him here in Dubai, apparently, and she spoke about it. So yeah, that's
Yes.
cool.
So-
That's very cool.
And if it's like good quality podcast, here still I prioritize the quality of video as well because
Yeah.
it's nice to watch his podcast because it's really presentable and the picture looks good, and in this way I could just like watch it, not even like listen, but
very
just
true.
like sit on the sofa and watch it. It's really
Yeah,
interesting.
it's very clean. It's very like non-disruptive.
Yeah, it's top quality. So.
In terms of ads on podcasts, so as a consumer, what do you feel about them when you get them?
As a consumer, personally, I don't like when it's coming like in the middle of nowhere. Let's say we're talking, and then like you stop and you start advertising something. I think it's kind of old
Like the
school.
host read or like the random ad that comes in?
Like random one, yeah.
Yeah.
So and
Disruptive.
Here as well. I think Steve Barrett is like the best one because he first brings the value because he gives a lot of like valuable information to the listener, and then of course he will mention. Let's say usually they sell books. Yeah, he will mention book, and then you can find the link to the book at the end, like after
That's
the
okay,
video.
yeah.
And this, I think, is more natural, and it's kind of okay. If somebody wants, they will check it out. You can mention it, but like not directly like selling, So
That's fair. Okay, now I want to ask something about you. So you said that you moved to Dubai 9 years ago.
Yeah.
And where did you move from?
I moved from Kazakhstan.
Amazing. And you've been there most of your life?
Yeah, I was
before
born
that?
there,
Okay,
yeah.
amazing. What was the biggest change you felt moving to Dubai from Kazakhstan?
The biggest challenge to move to Dubai.
Yeah.
The biggest challenge is, I think, it's to adapt to new lifestyle.
Yeah.
Then be more proactive because in comparison with other countries, it's very fast moving. So.
Yeah. You're also leaving your community, your people.
Yes, it's absolutely new lifestyle. Basically, the first challenge, of course, is like to find your community, and then be ready to be proactive, be everywhere. So it's not that you go and do your job, but you have to be really like in different spheres, develop
be able to
different
access,
parts
yeah.
of your life. So you can't just like stay at one place. You always have to move and like do something new, try new, explore.
You almost have to be multi-hyphenated here. Like you have to be in different places to achieve like this kind of friendship or this
Yeah.
kind of job or this kind of thing. Yeah, Dubai can for some people turn out to be like that. How do you feel today after 9 years? Do you feel more set in? You found your space? You know where to go to look for what you need to look for in terms of interest?
Yes, of course. So now I'm very happy, first of all, with what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I think working, let's say, especially in marketing in Dubai, it's one of the top directions like you can find. You always meet a lot of nice people, interesting, like me and you today.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing. I'm
Just
so happy to
randomly
meet you.
starting
Yeah.
podcast. So,
Yeah.
so this is what I like about this job.
Yeah.
A lot of new people, a lot
Yeah.
of networking events, and then industry itself, that the fitness industry I work in, it's itself also inspiring.
Fantastic. Yeah,
Yes.
that's amazing. If I were to ask you one last question, what was something that wasn't in the guidebook or in the rules or in the manual, you would say, that you wish you had when you were moving to Dubai?
I think it's It's hard to say, yeah. I'm not sure what to answer, but I think first of all, it's understanding of different cultures here.
Yeah.
Because mostly
there's so many.
It's international environment, and we have to be open-minded. We have to have more empathy to see other people and to see like what they want or like how to connect with them. I think it's part of the success.
Yeah.
Because people, it's like number one, you know, in your career, in your job, like everywhere.
Yeah.
So, and especially in Dubai, the connections are very important.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a huge part of Dubai. It's the community and the people, the insane amount of people from different countries.
Yes.
That's amazing. Thank you.